Ever notice how your feet feel perfectly normal during the day, but the moment you get into bed at night, they suddenly feel cold? It can be surprisingly uncomfortable. Sometimes it even keeps you awake, shifting around under the blanket, trying to find that warm spot that just doesn't seem to come. If this sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. Many people, especially over the age of 40, notice this from time to time. It's one of those small but frustrating changes that can quietly affect your comfort and sleep quality. The reassuring part is this: cold feet at night are often linked to everyday factors like circulation, temperature regulation, or simple habits we don't usually think about. And in many cases, small adjustments in your routine may help improve how your feet feel when it's time to rest. In fact, there's one simple habit that takes just about 5 minutes before bed that some people find makes a noticeable difference. So stay with me, because in this video, we're going to gently explore why this happens and a simple, practical routine you can try tonight to support better comfort and relaxation. Cold feet at night can feel a little confusing, especially when the rest of your body feels perfectly comfortable. You might be lying in a warm room, wrapped in a blanket, and yet your feet still feel noticeably cold, almost out of place compared to the rest of your body. For some people, it's not just a mild chill. It can feel like your feet simply refuse to warm up, no matter how long you stay under the covers. You might rub them together or tuck them deeper into the blanket, hoping that warmth will build, but it takes longer than expected. At times, this sensation can come with a slight tingling or a kind of dull discomfort. Not painful, but enough to make you aware of it. It can be distracting in a quiet moment when you're trying to relax and fall asleep. And that's really where it tends to stand out the most, during rest. Throughout the day, when you're moving around, walking, or staying active, you may not notice anything unusual at all. But as soon as your body slows down at night, the contrast becomes more noticeable. For many people, this can make falling asleep just a bit more difficult. It's not a major issue, but it's enough to keep your mind and body from fully settling into that comfortable, restful state right away. Understanding these sensations is the first step, because once you recognize what's happening, it becomes easier to explore simple ways that may help improve your comfort over time. So why does this tend to happen in the first place? In many cases, it comes down to a few very normal, everyday factors that affect how your body manages warmth, especially at night. One of the most common reasons is that your circulation naturally slows down when you're resting. During the day, when you're walking, standing, or even just moving around the house, your blood flow is more active. But once you lie down and your body begins to relax, everything shifts into a calmer state. For some people, that can mean less warmth reaching the extremities, like the feet. Your environment can also play a role. Even if your room feels comfortable overall, your feet are often the first to notice a drop in temperature. They're farther from your core, and they don't always retain heat as easily, especially if they were already a bit cool before getting into bed. Another factor that's often overlooked is stress or tension. If you've had a long or busy day, your body may still be holding on to a bit of that tension without you realizing it. This can subtly influence circulation and how relaxed your body feels at night, which in turn may affect how warm or cold your feet feel. As we get older, it's also quite common to notice small changes in how the body regulates temperature. Many people over 40 or 50 find that their hands and feet don't warm up as quickly as they used to. It's not necessarily a problem, just a natural shift that can make these sensations more noticeable. And sometimes the cause can be surprisingly simple. What you wear during the day matters too. Tight socks, snug shoes, or footwear that limits airflow can leave your feet feeling less comfortable by the evening. By the time you finally rest, your feet may already be starting from a cooler baseline. When you look at it this way, cold feet at night often aren't caused by just one thing, but a combination of small, everyday factors. The good news is that also means there are simple, gentle ways you can support your body and improve comfort before bedtime. You might be wondering why this feeling seems to show up more at night, even if everything felt completely fine during the day. The answer often has to do with how your body naturally prepares for sleep. As bedtime approaches, your body begins to cool down slightly. This is actually a normal part of your sleep cycle. Your internal temperature drops just a bit to help signal that it's time to rest. But for some people, this shift can make the feet feel noticeably colder, especially if they were already a little cool to begin with. Another simple reason is movement, or the lack of it. During the day, even small actions like walking around the house or standing up regularly help keep circulation active. At night, once you're lying still, that natural support slows down. Without that gentle movement, it can take longer for warmth to reach your feet. Your body also tends to focus on what matters most during rest. Blood flow may be directed more toward vital organs as part of normal nighttime function. This doesn't mean anything is wrong, it's just your body prioritizing essential processes. But it can mean that areas like your hands and feet don't feel as warm in comparison. There's also a simple awareness factor. At night, everything is quieter. There are fewer distractions, less noise, and your body is more still. That makes it easier to notice sensations that you might completely ignore during a busy day. A mild coolness in your feet that wouldn't stand out during activity can suddenly feel much more noticeable when you're trying to relax. And finally, your bedtime habits can make a difference. The temperature of your room, what you wear to bed, whether your feet are already warm or cool when you get under the covers, all of these small details can influence how your body feels in those first moments of rest. When you put it all together, it becomes clear why cold feet tend to stand out more at night. It's not usually one single cause, but a combination of natural body rhythms and everyday habits coming together at the same time. So now that we understand why this happens, let's talk about something simple you can actually do about it. Something that takes just a few minutes and doesn't require any special equipment. This is a gentle 5-minute foot movement routine you can do right before bed. It's not intense, and it's not meant to feel like a workout. The goal here is simply to encourage natural blood flow and help your feet feel a bit warmer and more relaxed before you settle in for the night. You can do this sitting on the edge of your bed or even lying down, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Start with slow ankle circles. Lift one foot slightly and begin rotating your ankle in a smooth, circular motion. Go in one direction for about 20 to 30 seconds, then switch directions. There's no need to rush. Keep the movement gentle and controlled. Then switch to the other foot and repeat the same motion. Next, move into toe flexing. Point your toes forward as if you're trying to lengthen your foot, then gently pull them back toward you. You should feel a light stretch along the bottom and top of your foot. Repeat this motion slowly for about 30 to 60 seconds on each foot. Again, nothing forceful, just a steady, comfortable rhythm. After that, you can add a simple foot stretch. While sitting or lying down, gently flex your foot and hold it in a comfortable stretched position for a few seconds, then release. You might also lightly massage the sole of your foot with your hands if that feels good. Even a small amount of attention here can help your feet feel more relaxed. Altogether, this routine takes about 5 minutes. It's easy to fit into your nightly rhythm, whether you're winding down after a long day or just getting ready to turn off the lights. What this routine does is support your body's natural circulation in a gentle way. By adding a bit of movement right before rest, you're giving your feet a small boost of warmth and helping them transition more comfortably into that still, nighttime state. And one important thing to keep in mind, it's not about doing this perfectly or pushing yourself. Consistency matters much more than intensity. Even a few minutes each night, done regularly, can make a difference in how your body feels over time. Think of it as a small signal to your body that it's time to relax, unwind, and get comfortable, starting right from your feet. To get the most out of this simple 5-minute habit, it helps to look at it as part of a larger, calming bedtime routine, rather than something you rush through on its own. You might try pairing these gentle foot movements with whatever already helps you wind down. That could be dimming the lights, turning off screens, or taking a few quiet moments to relax before bed.
When your body starts to recognize this pattern, it becomes easier to shift into a more restful state, and your feet may respond to that sense of calm as well. As you go through the movements, keep everything slow and comfortable. There's no need to push or stretch too far. This isn't about intensity, it's about ease. Gentle, steady motion is often more supportive than anything forceful, especially at the end of the day when your body's ready to rest. After you finish, you can also consider wearing a pair of warm, though not overly tight or hot, socks. For some people, this helps maintain the warmth they've just encouraged through movement. It's a small step, but it can make those first moments under the blanket feel more comfortable. Like most simple habits, consistency plays a big role. Doing this once or twice may feel nice in the moment, but practicing it daily, even for just a few minutes, gives your body a chance to adapt over time. Many people find that small, repeated actions like this can gradually support better comfort. And, just as importantly, pay attention to how your body feels. Everyone is a little different. If something doesn't feel right, or if you prefer a slightly different pace or position, it's perfectly okay to adjust. The goal is to support your comfort, not to follow a rigid routine. When you approach it this way, calm, consistent, and in tune with your body, this simple habit can become an easy and natural part of your evening, helping you ease into rest a little more comfortably each night.
Along with that simple 5-minute routine, there are a few other small habits that may help support warmth in your feet. Nothing complicated, just gentle adjustments that fit naturally into your day. One of the most helpful things is staying lightly active during the day. This doesn't mean intense exercise. Even regular walking, moving around the house, or simple daily activities can help support healthy circulation. When your body stays in motion throughout the day, it often carries that sense of warmth more easily into the evening. Your sleep environment also matters more than we sometimes realize. Keeping your bedroom at a comfortably warm temperature, not too hot, not too cold, can make a noticeable difference. If the room feels slightly chilly, your feet are often the first to respond, so a small adjustment here can go a long way. It's also worth paying attention to what you wear on your feet during the day. Very tight socks or restrictive footwear can sometimes leave your feet feeling less comfortable by nighttime. Choosing something that allows your feet to feel relaxed and supported may help set the stage for better comfort later on. Staying hydrated is another simple but often overlooked factor. Drinking enough water throughout the day supports overall body function, including circulation. It's a small habit, but one that contributes to how your body feels in general, including how warm or cool your extremities may be. And if it feels right for you, a warm foot soak before bedtime can be a soothing addition. Nothing too hot, just comfortably warm water for a few minutes. This can help your feet feel relaxed and gently warmed before you get into bed. For many people, it also adds a calming end-of-day ritual that makes it easier to unwind. None of these steps need to be done perfectly, and you certainly don't have to do all of them at once. Even choosing one or two that fit easily into your routine can help support a greater sense of comfort over time. While occasional cold feet at night are quite common, there are times when it's worth paying a little closer attention to what your body might be telling you. If you start to notice that the sensation is happening more frequently, or it seems to be getting more noticeable over time, that's something to keep in mind. Small changes can be normal, but a consistent pattern that stands out from your usual experience is worth being aware of. It's also important to notice if the cold feeling comes along with other sensations, like numbness, persistent tingling, discomfort, or even visible changes in color, such as the skin looking unusually pale or slightly bluish. These kinds of changes don't necessarily mean something serious, but they are signals that your body may benefit from a closer look. Another thing to consider is how much it's affecting your sleep. If cold feet are regularly making it harder for you to fall asleep or stay comfortable through the night, that's a good reason to explore it further rather than just putting up with it. In situations like these, it can be helpful to speak with a qualified healthcare professional.
They can look at your overall health, ask the right questions, and guide you based on your individual situation. It's not about assuming something is wrong, it's simply about being informed and taking care of yourself. As a general reminder, the ideas shared here are meant for general awareness and everyday comfort, not as a diagnosis or a substitute for personalized medical advice. If something feels unusual, persistent, or concerning, it's always a good idea to get it checked, just for peace of mind and clarity.
Before we wrap up, just a quick and important note. The information shared in this video is meant for general education and awareness only. It's designed to help you better understand common experiences and simple habits that may support comfort. It's not intended to replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Everyone's body is different, and personal health needs can vary. If you have any concerns, ongoing symptoms, or questions about your health, it's always a good idea to consult with a qualified healthcare provider who can guide you based on your individual situation.
Cold feet at night are a common experience, and for most people, they're often manageable with a few simple adjustments. Small daily habits, like the gentle foot movements we talked about, may help support a greater sense of comfort as you settle in for sleep. The key is consistency rather than looking for quick fixes. By paying attention to how your body responds and practicing gentle, supportive routines, you can gradually create evenings that feel a little warmer and more relaxed. Even small changes, repeated over time, can add up to more comfortable, restful nights and a calmer, more peaceful way to end your day.